The asteroid is the term used to describe rocks or objects that orbit the Sun. Due in part to the fact that asteroids differ in size and composition, the definition is pretty broad. They could be as little as dust particles or hundreds of kilometers across. The asteroid belt is where the majority of asteroids are found. Many of the gas and particles left over from the solar system's birth about 4.6 billion years ago can be located in this region between Jupiter and Mars. The first of two celestial rocks that NASA's Dawn probe will explore is the enormous asteroid Vesta, which it is presently orbiting. This will be the closest look we have yet at an asteroid, and the information the probe unearths could help researchers learn more about it and the hundreds of millions of asteroids that make up the solar system. The majority of asteroids, including Vesta, are found in the asteroid belt's main ring, which encircles the region between Mars and Jupiter. While many asteroids orbit in close proximity to planets, some revolve in tight circles closer to the Sun than Earth. Though not all asteroids are content to remain stationary, some asteroids' orbits send them on swings across the inner solar system that traverse multiple planets. Trojan asteroids follow the path of a planet. The gravitational pull of two more massive entities keeps Trojans in their orbit at the planet's Lagrangian points. Most Trojans are found near Jupiter's orbit, where there may be hundreds or thousands of asteroids. 4 asteroids in Mars's orbit have been identified by researchers, and one more has just been found to orbit the planet Earth. According to scientists, the gravitational attraction of the planet is what propels Trojan asteroids into their orbit. The asteroids could possibly be knocked out of their orbit by a collision or by the pull of another planet. Given the variety of asteroids, some especially unusual ones have surfaced during the more than 200 years since the discovery of the first asteroid, Ceres, in 1801. Here are 7 of the most bizarre asteroids in the solar system in honor of Dawn's historic mission, which will reach Vesta early on Saturday, July 17th, EDT. Recently, researchers made what they think to be the first Trojan asteroid to impact Earth. Before giving it a formal name, they will gather further information. It's currently known as the 2010 TK7. 2010 TK7 is not well known. 7. Apophis, the alleged doomsday rock. In 2014, Totatus came within 1 million miles, 1.61 million kilometers of Earth, or around 4 moon lengths, making it one of the closest objects to have ever come near Earth. However, several pebbles have come in noticeably closer, and Apophis is the one that has caused the most concern among both scientists and the general public. Apophis, which was found in 2004 and is named after the Greek term for the wicked, malevolent god of Egypt, will move back into the area in 2029. Back then, astronomers estimated that the likelihood of it hitting Earth on that upcoming flyby may be as high as 1 in 40, but more recent assessments have reduced that likelihood to practically 0. Apophis received the ranking of 4 on the Torino scale, a 10-point scale that determines the likelihood of an object colliding with Earth. At the height of the panic in December 2004, 10 being an unquestioned apocalypse, Apophis will fly by Earth in 2029 at a distance of just 18,600 miles, 30,000 kilometers, despite the fact that it is presently considered to be 0. Many of these additional so-called near-Earth objects, or NEOs, are still unclassified. However, several of them pose no threat and peacefully orbit the Earth. There are at least 4 examples of asteroids that orbit the Earth in a horseshoe pattern. A 5th one, 2010 SO16, was discovered earlier this year. Number 6. Totatus, a tumbling dumbbell. The asteroid Totatus, which bears the name of a Celtic deity, is one of the strangest space rocks. The double-lobed item tumbles chaotically rather than revolving about an axis in an organized manner. Totatus is made up of 2 bodies that are barely in contact with one another, which contributes to its irregular movement, as well as the effects of Jupiter and Earth's gravity. The asteroid, Totatus, will pass close to Earth as it travels through the solar system, but because of the asteroid's unstable orbit, its precise course and potential proximity to us in the future are difficult to forecast. Totatus is compared to a rubble pile, which is a collection of rock fragments that have gravitationally reassembled following a collision but have large gaps between them. Number 5. Themis, icy giver of life. Large main belt asteroid, Themis stands out as the first and only asteroid to have ice on its surface that has been identified to date. Infrared measurements from 2009 verified the existence of this ice as well as organic molecules that include carbon. These qualities make the icy asteroid Themis and related things known as main belt comets excellent candidates for having brought water and carbon, some of the building blocks of life, to the surface of a young, scorching, dried-out Earth about 4 billion years ago. Number 4. Cleopatra, a metal dog bone with moons. Unbelievably, many asteroids have a moon, and some of them even have two. The two moons of Cleopatra were given the names Alexelios and Cleoselene earlier this year. The metallic asteroid is also shaped like a strange dog bone. The asteroid is around 217 by 94 by 81 kilometers, 135 by 58 by 50 miles in length, height, and width. The diameters of its two moons, Alexelios and Cleoselene, are approximately 3 miles, 5 kilometers, and 1.9 miles, 3 kilometers, respectively. Number 3. Hector, the biggest Trojan. Hector is similarly extended to Cleopatra, with dimensions of roughly 230 by 124 miles, 370 by 200 kilometers. Hector also has a moon. Hector is the largest of the Trojan asteroids that are trapped in Jupiter's orbit, unlike Cleopatra, which is found in the main asteroid belt. The Lagrangian points L4 and L5, two of the 5 regions in an orbit where the gravitational pull of two bodies, in this case Jupiter and the Sun, are known as the hiding places of these rocks. L4 and L5 are located, respectively, in front of and behind Jupiter. The L4 asteroids are referred to as the Greek camp and the L5 group as the Trojan camp, respectively, in reference to the protagonist of the ancient poet Homer's epic poem Iliad. Hector, although named after the Trojan hero, is in the Greek camp. Number 2. Baptistina, mother of the dinosaur killer. Baptistina is the name that dinosaurs, at least those that were intelligent enough to use language, would curse if they had persisted in the contemporary era. One of the asteroid belt's newest families of asteroids is known by the name Baptistina. Families of asteroids are groups of objects with similar orbital properties. They're frequently named for their most conspicuous members. Computer simulations suggest that a collision between an item measuring 106 miles, 170 kilometers in diameter, and a body measuring 37 miles, 60 kilometers broad caused Baptistina and its swarm to form around 160 million years ago. Numerous enormous objects were produced by the event, some of which later drifted toward Earth and threatened to collide. Then 65 million years ago, one or more of these rocky pieces of shrapnel crashed into our planet and contributed to the extinction of the dinosaurs. The Yucatan Peninsula and the Gulf of Mexico have now buried the Chicxulub crater, which was gouged out by the impact. The moon was not spared by the 100 million year Baptistina bombardment either. The enormous Tycho crater was created by a meteorite about 109 million years ago. Number 1. Ceres, a waterlogged sphere. Ceres is by far the largest asteroid, which explains why it was found first. Ceres contributes around 1/3 of the mass of the asteroid belt. The weight of the item makes it the only asteroid with sufficient gravitational attraction to pull itself into a sphere. Ceres is regarded as a dwarf planet, along with 4 other objects in the solar system, including Pluto, because of its spherical shape. The Dawn spacecraft will explore Vesta before continuing on to Ceres, where it will land in 2015. Once there, the spacecraft will collect information to aid researchers in understanding Ceres' makeup. Its interior contains significant amounts of water as ice, making it likely the wettest asteroid. Nevertheless, it's also possible that there is a liquid layer below the surface. The following is the history of 7 of the oddest Trojan asteroids in our solar system. Apophis is the name of the asteroid that may strike Earth in 2029 or 2036. Baptista, the asteroid attributed to the demise of the dinosaurs. The largest asteroid in the solar system, Ceres, orbits the Sun on average 413 million kilometers away. The largest Trojan asteroid, known as Hector, was found in 1907. A metal dog bone with moons called Cleopatra. The 2 moons of Cleopatra were given the names Alexelios and Cleoselene earlier this year. Themis, a sizable main belt asteroid, distinguishes noteworthy as the first and only asteroid to have ice on its surface that is currently known. Totatus. On December 12, 2012, the bizarre asteroid Totatus will come close to Earth. Tell us which asteroid intrigued your fascination. So this was all about the video today. Thank you for watching.